don't keep my line no more. Oh, oh, you don't make it breathe, breathe, breathe. You don't make it breathe, breathe, make it breathe, breathe, make it breathe, breathe, breathe. You don't keep my line no more. Breathe, make it breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep it up in a while.
Hey best friend gang, this is Star. T is not here right now. I'm gonna do a story time on my 3-year-old daughter, on what's wrong with her and how did it happen and all of the questions. Well, I had got admitted to the hospital June the 7th, 2015. I got admitted to the hospital. They was trying to induce me to have her. So I never, my water never broke. So they was trying everything to, make my water break. June the 8th, which is that morning, they went ahead and tried to induce me more. I thought my water had broke, but instead it was nothing but blood. It wasn't water, it was just blood. And the nurse came to check me because I thought my water broke. It felt like it. And they said, that's not water, it's blood. So that day, once they found out it was blood, they wanted to do emergency C-section. They took me to the back. Well, me and my mom to the back. I had the C-section, and they wasn't telling me anything. I was still on the table getting stitched back and all that. And they didn't tell me anything. All I heard was my baby crying, of course. I heard her cry when she first came out. But they never said anything was wrong at that time. So I was thinking nothing was wrong. Okay, let me get a little better. But they had, they never said anything or never mentioned anything. So I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So when I had got, I guess when they took me to my room, I'm thinking, you know how everyone go see, you know how everybody go and see the baby and stuff like that? Okay, well, I guess the family was already waiting to see the baby, in the little window thing. So they kept saying that they couldn't feed her and stuff like that. But I didn't think nothing of it because of, some babies don't like to eat when they first come out. So I was like, okay. So they still not telling me too much. They just been around the bush, basically. So I had, I think I got admitted to another room, and that's when they finally told me about her and that they couldn't feed her and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, why y'all can't feed her? Because they was basically trying to be around the bush, just tell me. So they was just trying to tell me that she had a cleft palate. But there's a difference between a cleft palate and a cleft lip. The lip is on the outside. The cleft palate is on the roof of your mouth, which is open. So that's why they couldn't feed her. So she had to get admitted to another hospital, which she wasn't even a few hours old, and they took her to another hospital away from me. So they took her to Albany while I was still admitted at the hospital down here. They took her, then they couldn't feed her in Albany, so they took her to Augusta. They just kept moving her. They took her to Augusta, which is the children's hospital. They took her there, and then there was they could feed her because of Albany couldn't feed her. And I was kind of wondering, how can't Albany feed her? Because that's the hospital that, So she went to Augusta. I had to get well and start walking and stuff in order to go see her. So I think I got better within 2-3 days. And then I went to see her, and I didn't never leave Augusta ever since. Like, I stayed the night at the hospital. I didn't never leave. So then, they was telling us about her ears. I already have known about the cleft palate, but then they started talking about her ears, about how her ears are formed and stuff like that. So, I guess they started diagnosing her and figuring out, running tests and stuff. And they found out she had Treacher Collins, which is, it's basically a syndrome where it has something to do with the cleft lip or palate, and also the forming of ears. You might could hear out one but not the other, or you can, your ear's not shaped regularly like everybody else's, or your face, like it's like your face drop or something. Like, y'all gonna have to look it up. I can't really tell you too much. I can only tell you what mine go through. But after they diagnosed her with that, I started looking more into it because I wanted to know. I never heard of that. So I started looking more into the fact that she had it and learn more about it so I can know how to take care of her. And by the way, people with Treacher Collins, they have to go through multiple surgeries. Like, that's the only thing that's really, really bad about it. They have to go through all these different surgeries, like an ear surgery where they gonna do hers. They only gonna do one of hers, and they're gonna use a piece of her rib to do it, to form her ear. And also, she done had her cleft palate closed. That's one surgery she have already had. The ears are coming. They can't do it yet until she get older in age. We have been through a lot with her. It's hard, but she really smart. She is really smart. I would definitely show y'all more of her, but she's 3 years old. She'll be 4 in June. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Say bye, friend, because you in the back anyways.
Bye.
Hope y'all enjoyed this story time on Skylar and her journey. And I might end up making Skylar own channel so y'all can know more about Treacher Collins and about her. But I had to let y'all know about this story time because of the fact that I know a lot of people are going to be asking questions, and I want to go ahead and get out the way. But hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell.
Want you to make it real.